Why does homeownership matter? It matters, I think, incredibly, it's incredibly important, I believe. And I get it, there's lots of different perspectives out there, but when we think about homeownership from a HomeSight perspective, it really is why we exist. And we've just seen this story repeated over and over again when a family gets to open the door of the home that they own. And we know that kids who grow up in a home that their parents or parent owned, they do better in school. I mean, there's lots of intangibles about why homeownership is so important. These intangibles don't get talked about enough, right? And so, all the way to how a community attracts, and has better schools based on tax base is usually based on, property taxes, right? So the more people that own and control their own destiny, communities are stronger and more stable. There's so much that's tied to homeownership that's more than just you own the home and you're building generational wealth. Now that's hugely important in and of itself, but the other intangibles that don't get talked about enough need to be part of the conversation. I hope to live in a country someday where what HomeSight does is not needed, but that doesn't exist today, right? So our work and our mission is more important today than ever. Right now, the disparity in home ownership for BIPOC individuals, Black, people of color, indigenous folk, is staggering. It's worse today for African Americans than it was pre the Fair Housing Act. So Fair Housing Act came in theory to help people own homes and build generational wealth, where right now the gap between Black individuals here in Washington State, African American in particular, and their white counterparts is a staggering number. It's worse today than it was pre-1968. So clearly the work that HomeSight does is still needed, right? So we still need to be creative, we still need to be an innovator, we still need to create mission-driven mortgage products for low and moderate income individuals because the regular financial system has not done a great job in closing that gap. So that's where we come in as a CDFI, Community Development Financial Institution, with a mission, right, specifically to serve low and moderate income families and individuals, to specifically serve the African American communities, to specifically serve the Latino community across the state of Washington. So our work is more important than ever. Someday when my kids are grown up, maybe there won't be a need for HomeSight, but that's not the case today. So we have to keep doing what we're doing.
That's great. That's inspirational.
We want people to grow economically. We want them to prosper. We want them to be owners. We want communities to have a place at the table and to remain in places that they help build. That's why we exist. That's why we do our work as a lender and as a builder to provide those opportunities for families and individuals to be a part of the communities that they help to make great, to frankly fulfill the American dream. That's what this is all about. It really is. I mean, we think what we do is incredibly patriotic, quite frankly, right? That's the work we do through our real estate work, through our mission-driven lending.